Medicalization of food means seeing every meal as therapy, using what we eat as part of treatment, not just as sustenance.
Food is no longer just nutrition. It's medicine.
Every meal we eat is the power heal or to harm. In the global fight against diabetes mellitus,
the medicalization of food means integrating dietary choices into medical treatment. It also means using food as a prescribed agent. It also means using food as a measured intervention to control disease progression and also improve health and to reduce drug dependence. It's the idea that our kitchen can be part of the clinic.
In Africa, where staple foods are often carb-heavy, rethinking our meals is vital. This can be done by adapting traditional foods, like swapping white rice for ofada, swapping yam for unripe plantain, or adding leafy vegetables. If we do this, we can bring health back to our local diet. Diabetes mellitus affects millions of people worldwide. In many communities, poor dietary habits such as consumption of excess refined carbohydrates, processed foods, and sweetened beverages continues to fuel the crisis. Yet, people often rely only on medication while ignoring the one thing which they control daily, that is, their diet. So therefore, medicalized nutrition means we viewing food as a dose, viewing food in terms of quantity, timing.
People with diabetes need to eat foods that release sugar slowly into the bloodstream. Foods with a low glycemic index help maintain steady glucose levels, prevent spikes, and reduce fatigue after meals. In Nigeria, this means choosing unprocessed fiber-rich foods like brown rice, beans, unripe plantain, etc. What is glycemic index? It is a measure of how fast a food raises blood sugar, and it can be high glycemic index, e.g. white rice, fried yam, ripe plantain, or low glycemic index, e.g. beans, ugu, and unripe plantain, etc.
Yeah.
How food is cooked can change how quickly it turns into sugar in the body.
For people with diabetes, the gentler the cooking, the better. Cooking methods such as boiling, steaming, and roasting are the best methods because they preserve the natural structure of starch and reduce how fast it digests. Frying and overcooking break down starch and increase the food's glycemic index, leading to a faster rise in blood sugar. For example, boiled yam is much better than fried yam because frying adds fat and heat that make the starch digest faster. Roasted corn or moi moi are also great choices because they are rich in fiber and protein. On the other hand, pounding yam or making it too soft increases its glycemic index, so portion control, that is, the size the person must eat at a meal, becomes even more important.
Portion control. Even healthy foods can raise blood sugar if eaten in large quantities.
A good rule is the half-quarter-quarter plate method. In this method, half of the plate should contain non-starchy vegetables like ugu, okra, garden egg, spinach, or carrots. The 1/4 should contain protein such as fish, egg, beans, or lean meat. The remaining quarter should be carbohydrates like brown rice, boiled yam, or wheat swallow. For example, instead of eating a large plate of white rice, take a small portion of ofada rice, add beans, and fill up with vegetables and fish stew. The fiber and protein will slow glucose absorption, while the smaller portion reduces the total sugar load in the body. Even with local foods like eba or amala, the same rule applies. Eat a small portion, about the size of your fist, and combine it with plenty of vegetables and protein.
Food preservation and storage. The way food is stored can affect how it impacts blood sugar level.
The way food is stored can affect how it impacts the blood sugar level. In Nigeria, traditional methods like fermentation and cooling can actually make meals more diabetes friendly. For example, when cooked rice or yam is kept in the refrigerator overnight and then reheated, it forms resistant starch, which digests slowly and prevents sharp sugar rises. Fermented foods like orji, pap, fufu, or sourdough bread also help because the natural acids produced during fermentation reduce how fast carbohydrates are absorbed. On the other hand, preserving food with sugar, such as canned fruits, sweetened zobo, jams, or syrups, should be avoided because they add simple sugars that cause rapid glucose spikes. Natural preservation methods like drying fish, crayfish, or locust beans are healthier and add protein without affecting blood sugar.